Yummy, yum.
Sometimes, being different is a matter of life or death. The Canadian Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology Foundation wants to change that. Support allergy and asthma research. Donate today.
Well, good evening and welcome to the CAAIF Virtual Awards presentation. I'm your host, Elvira, Caria. It is, in fact, our third year doing a virtual event, but this year, for the very first time since 2019, we also held our in-person gala in Quebec City. And boy, oh boy, was it great to see everybody in person. Now, for those of you that, weren't able to join us in Quebec City, if you missed it, that's okay. We are here to show you a little bit of throwbacks with some snapshots. Take a quick look. As you take a look, don't forget to comment and let us know what you thought of the event if you were, in fact, in attendance. And if you see any familiar faces, oh my goodness, we want to be interactive tonight. We want to hear from you in the comments section below, so please do so. Okay. As always, we do have a jam-packed evening in store. Tonight, Research Awards will be announced. Your chance to see exactly where the money we raise is going and the research that CAAIF is supporting. We also have a special research announcement, plus musical appearances from Dr. Michelle Kwok, Terra Bruce Productions, and Voices Rock Medicine. And of course, our online auction is now live. Just visit our website at allergyfoundation.ca to check out the great items. Or if you want, you can simply donate on our website to support life-changing research. Remember, your generosity will touch the lives of millions of Canadians. At this time, it is my absolute honor to welcome the president of the Canadian Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology Foundation, Dr. Susan Wasserman.
Good evening and welcome, everyone. Thank you, Elvira, for the introduction. I'm delighted to be here with you live tonight. Before I begin the evening with some thank yous and recognitions, I'd like to share a very exciting announcement. CAAIF has just been named one of Veritas Foundation's top 500 fastest growing charities in Canada. CAAIF will be featured in an insert in January's Maclean's magazine, so stay tuned for more information. Thank you so much to all our donors, sponsors, and partners for helping CAAIF make a significant impact in the field of allergy, asthma, and immunology. On that note, I'd like to give a big thank you to CAAIF's Board of Directors, as well as the CAAIF Gala Committee chaired by Kimberly Waynes, for all their hard work. This committee not only planned the in-person gala in Quebec City, but also the amazing program we have tonight. To Andrea Wasserman, our Managing Director, for her dedication, superb organization, and for once again ensuring the success of this virtual awards presentation. To our outstanding research committee, spearheaded by Drs. Jean Marshall and Philippe Bégin, our Advanced Education Adjudication Committee, and all the reviewers who have volunteered their time and expertise to make this a fair and transparent process. It has certainly been a very productive year. I would also like to express our deep appreciation to our incredible gala sponsors, without whom we would not have been able to hold this virtual awards presentation and do the hard work that we do. Our diamond sponsors are AstraZeneca Canada, as well as Moravo Healthcare. Our platinum sponsors are DBV Technologies, GSK, McMaster Faculty of Health Sciences, Pfizer, Takeda. Our gold sponsors are ALK, CSL Behring, Medexus Pharmaceuticals, Stallergens Greer, Teva Canada, Valeo Pharma. And our silver sponsors are Revere Pharma, Protec Allergies, and AmeriSourceBergen. I'd like to express our gratitude to Dr. Tim Vanderleek and the Canadian Society of Allergy and Clinical Immunology for their continued partnership, and look forward to working with the Canadian Society's new president and past CAAIF grant recipient, Dr. Ann Ellis. Lastly, I would like to thank our dynamic duo of Elvira Caria, our wonderful MC for the evening, and Elliott Raben from Elliott Raben Productions. They are always a pleasure to work with, and after 3 virtual events, we're very fortunate to have both of them as part of our CAAIF family. It's now my pleasure to introduce the first presenters of the evening, Danielle Wasserman and Ben Edelstein, who together with members of their Grade 1 class participated in last year's Top 10 Challenge. The Top 10 Challenge encourages participants to live a day on the plate of their friends with food allergies. Before we bring Ben and Danielle to the stage for their live presentation, please enjoy this video that they put together to share with their school about the Top 10 Challenge.
The Top 10 Challenge is something when we support our friends with food allergies. So we don't eat the food allergies for a day. And all the money that we raise, all money goes to scientists to research food allergies. Hey Ben, and I'm allergic to peanut, tree nuts, dog, cat, milk, dairy, and wheat. And eggs. I have a food allergy that is kiwi. I'm participating in the Top 10 Challenge because I care about people with allergies and I want them to stay healthy.
Hi, my name is Noah and I'm supporting my friends with food allergies.
My name's Danielle and I'm in grade 1 and I signed up for the Top 10 Challenge to support my friends who have allergies.
What are you guys baking for the Top 10 Challenge?
Gluten-free, nut-free, dairy-free, vegan-free, bananas instead of eggs. Now we put it in gluten-free flour. You sign up for the Top 10 Challenge, you'll get a free box of all free brownies.
My name is Ben and I'm 7 years old. I'm allergic to peanut, tree nuts, dogs, cat, dairy, wheat, milk, eggs, and kiwi. Having allergies is really hard because when I have a reaction, I need to have an EpiPen and it hurts so bad, and then we have to go to the hospital. I'm happy that I have of really good friends that support me and make sure I'm safe.
My name is Danielle and I'm 7.5. I participated in the Top 10 Challenge to show my friend Ben that I support him. Together with our friends, we avoided all of Ben's allergens and ate a meal together that was safe for everybody. All the money that we raised went towards a food allergy research grant, and the awardee is Dr. Bruce Mazer from McGill University.
It's a great pleasure to once again join the group at CAAIF for its annual gala. I am very appreciative to be here, and I'd like to thank the people who introduced us to Ben and Danielle and their first grade class, and all the other parents and children who took part in the tremendous Top 10 Challenge that CAAIF ran in order to raise funds for allergy. As you know, CAAIF is a remarkable and unique organization, and with their focus on allergy, anaphylaxis, immune deficiency, are doing work in Canada that is essential and really deserves the support. I thank you very much for this grant through the Top 10 Challenge, and I'd like to tell you a bit about it, but this grant is the product of much teamwork, and particularly that of my PhD student, Casey Cohen, and so I'd like to let Casey describe the science. So please, Casey, take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Mazer. As mentioned, my name is Casey, and I am a PhD candidate working here at McGill University in Montreal, Quebec. The goal of my project is to evaluate different processing methods and their effect on peanut allergenicity. Our lab results to date suggest that high temperature and pressure autoclaving decrease peanut allergenicity by reducing the proportion of intact allergens when compared to raw or roasted peanuts. Using the funds from this grant, we will determine the optimal autoclaving conditions necessary to strike the critical balance between breaking down the proteins enough so that it is safer to consume than raw or roasted peanuts, while simultaneously leaving enough proteins intact to effectively build up tolerance. For the thousands of individuals and families across the globe who are affected by peanut allergy, this transformative work could lead to a novel oral immunotherapy treatment that enables improved or even complete tolerance to peanut, which will significantly improve their quality of life. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, how absolutely adorable were Ben and Danielle, and what an absolutely great initiative. By the way, Dr. Bruce Mazer will be sharing more on his research project at a very special webinar to launch the 5th annual Top 10 Challenge in May, which is going to be held during Food Allergy Awareness Month. Again, in May. We are going to be encouraging, of course, kids with food allergies like Ben to partner with their friends, much like Danielle, so that they can experience a day on the plate. I have taken that challenge with my son, who is obviously anaphylactic, and he's done that with his friends as well. So it's a very interesting, it's an interesting challenge, but one super, super important. This is also a great opportunity for many of our attendees here tonight to live a day on the plate of their patients. You can visit top10challenge.ca for more information. If you are just joining us, hello, how are you? You are watching the CAAIF Virtual Awards presentation. I'm your host, Elvira, Caria. Tonight, we shine a very bright spotlight on research in our field and how critically important it is to support the next generation of researchers. So without further ado, we are moving on to our next award recipients. Dr. Molly Fairbairn, who is the Medical Director of Dermatology, Respiratory, and Gastroenterology at Sanofi Canada, is one of our research partners who is here to introduce our next award recipients.
On behalf of Sanofi, I would like to introduce the 2 awardees of the CAAIF Type 2 Inflammation Research Fellowship. Sanofi is proud to support this important initiative, advancing the science in type 2 inflammation and supporting the next generation of researchers. We really look forward to watching these researchers throughout their careers and all the important contributions they will make to this area and beyond. So without further ado, the two awardees are Dr. Jasmine Barra from the University of Dalhousie and Dr. Kyle Burrows from the University of Toronto. Congratulations and all the best.
Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine Barra and I'm a postdoctoral researcher at Dalhousie University in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I trained in Europe as a molecular biologist and I recently moved to Canada to join an immunology lab that specializes in allergic disease. I'm investigating how the Th2 cytokine interleukin-5 or IL-5, which is normally thought to promote allergic disease, can actually boost our immune response against viral infection. We are particularly interested in respiratory viruses, such as those that give us the flu, because they can become life-threatening for patients with allergic asthma. To find new treatments to help asthmatic patients deal with viral infections, we focus on one special immune cell type, the mast cell. We recently discovered that during viral infection, mast cells exposed to IL-5 produce greater amounts of interferons. Interferons are molecules that help our body destroy the virus. So this means that IL-5 may boost our interferon production and improve our antiviral response. Thanks to the support from the Canadian Allergy, Asthma and Immunology Foundation and Sanofi Canada, I will be able to study the mechanism behind our recent discovery with the aim to improve current therapies for asthmatic patients and, most importantly, to improve their response to viral infection. Thank you. Merci.
Hello everyone. I am Dr. Kyle Burrows, and I would like to start by thanking Sanofi Canada and the Canadian Allergy, Asthma and Immunology Foundation for awarding me this prestigious fellowship. With this fellowship, I plan to further explore a novel link between an intestinal commensal protozoa and inflammation within the lung. Our previous findings have uncovered that colonization with this microbe, called Trichomonas musculus, skew lung immune cells towards increased type 2 inflammation and greatly increase the pathology associated with a mouse model of asthma. Therefore, we believe that we've uncovered a new environmental trigger that impacts severity of disease. I next aim to characterize the changes in immune cell organization within the lungs of mice carrying Trichomonas, with a focus on the formation of induced bronchus-associated lymphoid tissues. I additionally hope to uncover the mechanism by which Trichomonas-driven signals from the gut can affect the severity of allergic asthma, chiefly by examining interactions between gut-derived migratory lymphocytes and lung tissue cells. Overall, I believe that this fellowship will allow me to become an expert in protozoan-driven type 2 immunity, which will be key for me to generate a new research program that I would use to launch my own independent laboratory. So thank you for your attention, and thank you again to CAAIF and Sanofi Canada for this fellowship.
Well, congratulations to these wonderful researchers. It is very, very clear the future of this field is, in fact, in great hands. And again, we have to continue to support our fellows and emerging researchers, and we thank them for their dedication and vocation. Speaking of dedication, Immunodeficiency Canada supported the Clinical Immunology and Allergy Fellows to attend the in-person gala, and our upcoming performer felt such a connection to CAAIF's mission that she actually wanted to share her talents with us here tonight. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Michelle Kwok, fourth-year fellow at McGill University, for this beautiful rendition of When You Believe. Show her some love in the comments.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I'm an R4 in Clinical Immunology and Allergy. I'm here to support CAAIF because I truly believe that funding research has the power to change lives of people suffering from allergy, asthma, and immunological disorders, as it has for me. So this song is called When We Believe. I hope you enjoy.
Many nights we prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles
Well, what an outstanding performance. Thank you, Dr. Kwok. If you are just joining us, you are watching the CAAIF Virtual Awards presentation. I'm your host, Elvira Caria. Coming up, more research awards to be presented. Plus, if you haven't already done so, please be sure to check out our online auction, which is still live. We have some great items up for grabs, including the NHL tickets. We've got Via Rail tickets, overnight stays. That's always a good thing. And lots of gift certificates as well. You can also visit our website at allergyfoundation.ca. There you can donate to support life-changing research. Remember, your generosity will touch the lives of millions of Canadians. At this time, we want to also thank our incredible sponsors, for without them, this evening could not be possible, especially our diamond sponsors, AstraZeneca Canada, Moravo Healthcare, our platinum sponsors, DBV Technologies, GSK, McMaster Health Sciences, Pfizer, Takeda, and many, many others. If you are one of our sponsors, hey, let us know. Comment below. Make sure you say hello and wave to us in the live stream chat. Okay, moving on. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce another one of our research partners, Dr. Ahmed Zobi, medical lead for rare immunology and HAE from Takeda, Canada.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Ahmed El-Zweibi. I'm the medical lead for rare immunology and HAE at Takeda, Canada. I am delighted to be able to participate at the CAAIF Virtual Gala this year. At Takeda, we are very proud to support the research of the foundation and its impact on improving the lives of our patients. This is our second year partnering with CAAIF in this research initiative. Now, it is with great pleasure that I'm announcing this year's recipient of the CAAIF Research Fellowship in Immunology, supported by Takeda, Canada, Dr. Aniko Malik from Dalhousie University in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Congratulations, Dr. Malik.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aniko Malik, and I'm extremely grateful to be the recipient of this year's Canadian Allergy, Asthma and Immunology Foundation Research Fellowship in Immunology Award, which is sponsored by Takeda. I'm a pediatric clinical immunologist, and I became interested in the research basis of immune disorders during my training. I recently finished my PhD through the Medical Research Graduate Program at the Dalhousie University this year, which helped me to develop a strong background in translational research, which is essential in pediatric immunology. As a clinician scientist, I hope to use my translational research experience to address important clinical problems while also continuing to conduct cutting-edge research, particularly on inborn errors of immunity and autoimmune disorders. My research focuses on the pathogenesis of the most common type of inborn errors of immunity, the common variable immunodeficiency, or CVID. With the generous support of CAAIF and Takeda, I'm investigating the role of autoantibodies to cytokines and cytokine receptors in the development and differentiation of B cells to immunoglobulin-producing plasma cells, with a focus on CVID patients with autoimmune complications. On behalf of myself and my patients, for whom we all work so diligently, I want to thank once again for the Canadian Allergy, Asthma and Immunology Foundation and Takeda for supporting my research activities.
How wonderful, and congratulations to all of everybody once again. I have to tell you, I'm stuttering because I'm very excited that I'm not alone in this room, and neither is just me and Dr. Wasserman. There are other human beings here. Yes, in fact, we have our diamond sponsor with us in studio to present our next award live. Oh, it feels so good to say that. Please welcome Imran Mirza, Medical Affairs Manager from Moravo Healthcare, to present the next research award.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening, and I thank Elvira for the introduction. It's a great evening today. My name is Imran Mirza, and I'm the Medical Affairs Manager at Moravo Healthcare. On behalf of everyone at Moravo, we want to thank the Canadian Allergy, Asthma, Immunology Foundation for the opportunity to participate in the gala and to collaborate with CAAIF to support Canadian research. This is our 4th year providing a joint CAAIF Miravo healthcare research grant in allergic rhinitis or urticaria, and it is my pleasure to introduce the recipient of this year's research grant, Dr. George Fritz. Dr. Fritz is the Associate Professor in the Department of Microbiology and Immunology, and this grant will support his research in the treatment of rhinitis by blockade of triacylglyceride synthesis. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Dr. Fritz.
I'm very happy to accept this award, which will support research to define novel treatments to curb allergic rhinitis. Type 2 immunity evolved as a wound healing and tissue restorative response that fends off extracellular pathogens and foreign substances at mucosal surfaces. However, when this type of immune response is dysregulated, it can lead to immunopathologies such as allergic rhinitis and airway inflammation. Hence, studying the cellular and molecular mechanisms is critical to uncover novel therapies in treating these detrimental human disorders. In our study, we are investigating the role of an enzyme in specialized lymphoid immune cells known to be the culprit in allergic rhinitis. This enzyme regulates lipid metabolism and catabolism, thereby providing energy to produce detrimental mediators that elicit disease. Our study at McGill University will explore of whether pharmacological blockade of this critical enzyme can dampen the onset and progression of allergic rhinitis. We hope to be able to provide novel drug targets to curb detrimental type 2 immunopathologies such as allergic rhinitis. I thank Miravo Healthcare and the Canadian Allergy, Asthma and Immunology Foundation for the generous support. Thank you very much.
Well, congratulations. And wow, I'm really excited for this next presentation. It is Terra Bruce Productions. They came all the way from St. John's, Newfoundland to perform live at the CAAIF Gala in Quebec City earlier this year. And they wowed the audience. That's just, that's an understatement to say the least, with their incredible talent. The only thing that we were missing was a dance floor. So I don't want you to be shy. Dance like nobody's watching. Well, they're watching me. I won't be dancing, but nobody can see you. So go ahead, stand up. Let's show some love to these guys. For those who missed the gala, you are in luck. Here's an encore presentation of Terra Bruce Productions. Oh my goodness, what an amazing performance. It makes you, I don't know about you, either book a flight to Florida, if you're not a winter person, or it makes you just want to cozy up in a blanket. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Speaking of our upcoming season, mark your calendars. Home for Christmas concert is slated for December the 7th at the Royal Conservatory of Music in Toronto. All funds raised will support CAAIF. So again, it's December 7th at the Royal Conservatory of Music in Toronto, and all funds raised will support CAAIF. Tickets for healthcare professional are complimentary. That is super important. It is just another way of saying thank you for everything that you do. Thank you to the Schroeder Foundation and Terra Bruce Productions for their partnership and their support. All right, at the beginning of the evening, you were promised an exciting research announcement, and I am now pleased to introduce Dr. Brian Rowe, Scientific Director of the CIHR Institute for Circulatory and Respiratory Health.
Good evening. My name is Brian Rowe, and I'm the Scientific Director of the Institute of Circulatory and Respiratory Health at the Canadian Institutes of Health Research. I'm speaking to you from the University of Alberta on Treaty 6 territory in Edmonton, Alberta, the traditional home and meeting grounds for many First Nations and Métis people. Both CIHR and ICRH have deep respect for the contributions of Indigenous peoples to Canada, a responsibility for past injustices inflicted upon Indigenous peoples, and a strong commitment to improving the health and well-being of our First Peoples as we strive for meaningful reconciliation. As many audience members will know, CIHR is Canada's premier health research funding agency. ICRH is one of 13 virtual institutes located across Canada at the campuses of universities of the Scientific Director. With a central office in Ottawa, each institute has a specific research mandate, and they collectively help CIHR coordinate and deliver on its strategic funding initiatives. One aspect of our mandate relates to lung health. We have been pleased to partner with the Canadian Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology Foundation, or CAAIF, over our tenure to support the advancement of respiratory health research in Canada. Building on our partnerships, this evening I am very pleased to announce that in partnership with CAAIF and AstraZeneca Canada, another important ICRH partner, we're launching a new funding opportunity called the Allergic Airways Disease Innovation Grant. A new funding opportunity like this is designed to support innovative research of a high-risk, high-reward nature that will have impact on the prevention or treatment of allergic airway diseases. These are one-year operating grants valued at $85,000 each. The total investment for this opportunity is $255,000, enough to fund up to 3 grants. More details can be found on the CAAIF website for those who are interested. We're very excited to support these innovative projects and look forward to the research results that we are confident will advance our understanding of allergic airway diseases. Miigwech, Marci, Nekinek, merci, and thank you. Hope you have a pleasant evening. I look forward to the competition.
Well, thank you, Dr. Rowe. You can go online, in fact, for the Allergic Airway Disease Innovation Grant. No doubt, exciting research that will come of these innovation grants. So thank you once again. All right, moving along, it's now my pleasure to introduce live in studio once again our Diamond sponsor and our research partners to present the next research awards. Please welcome Andrew Foster, Medical Advisor at AstraZeneca Canada.
Thank you, Elvira. And good evening, everyone. My name is Andrew Foster. I'm the medical advisor of respiratory medicine at AstraZeneca Canada. I'm honored to be here today to present the winners of the Early Career Research Award in Asthma. These awards are intended to support and enable early career Canadian researchers with a focus in asthma research. These awards were made possible through the collaborative partnership with CIHR, CAAIF, Asthma Canada, the Canadian Lung Association, and AstraZeneca Canada. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our partners for their collaboration and commitment to supporting Canadian researchers. At AstraZeneca, we believe in following the science and pushing boundaries of scientific innovation to improve the lives of patients. Partnerships such as these are critical to stimulating the next generation of Canadian researchers and ensuring that the legacy of research within Canada remains for years to come. It is therefore my distinct pleasure to announce this year's winners of the Early Career Research Award in Asthma. Without further ado, I would like to congratulate Dr. Christina Longo from the University of Montreal and Dr. Zihang Liu from Queen's University. Congratulations to both of you, and we look forward to seeing where you follow your science.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina Longo and I'm a pediatric asthma epidemiologist at the Saint-Justin Children's Hospital and assistant professor at the University of Montreal. As one of this year's Early Career Research Award in Asthma recipients, I'd like to thank the Canadian Allergy, Asthma and Immunology Foundation, CAAIF's Institute of Circulatory and Respiratory Health, Asthma Canada, and the Canadian Lung Association for supporting my career, but also for contributing financially to jumpstart my research program. The goal of my research program in precision medicine is to contribute to the paradigm shift in thinking that asthma isn't just one single disease, but a collection of distinct disease processes that require different management approaches and treatments. And since an overwhelming percentage of asthma cases begin in childhood, it's imperative that we push for better treatments and interventions as early as possible during the disease course. My funded research project, which I nicknamed Tailor-Made, aims to discover novel underlying mechanisms and biomarkers that can help physicians predict response to conventional treatment, like inhaled corticosteroids, in children with wheeze and asthma. Having been involved in a large European precision medicine consortium in asthma during my fellowship in Amsterdam, this research project will leverage my international collaborations and apply cutting-edge machine learning methods to discover these new mechanisms and biomarkers, as well as develop an analytical tool that can help physicians understand who is most likely to respond or not respond to treatment. Your support is really pivotal at this early stage of my career. It'll help me not only efficiently carry out this ambitious project, which we expect will lead to new therapeutic leads and inch us a little closer to personalizing treatment for pediatric asthma, but will also be instrumental for helping me maintain my local, national, and international collaborations, as well as solidifying my career trajectory at the University of Montreal. So thanks again, and I look forward to sharing our progress and results with you as soon as possible.
Hi, my name is Zihang Liu, and I am an assistant professor in the Department of Public Health Sciences at Queen's University. My research focuses on using innovative statistical and machine learning methods to disaggregate asthma heterogeneity, predict asthma subtypes, discover their risk factors, and ultimately promote personalized medicine. I feel humbled and honored to receive this Early Career Researchers Award in Asthma, and I would like to sincerely thank the Canadian Allergy, Asthma and Immunology Foundation, CAAIF Institutes of Circulatory and Respiratory Health, Asthma Canada, and the Canadian Lung Association for their support. This award will provide timely and crucial research support to carry out my research and to establish my research program as an early career researcher. In addition, this award will foster a mentorship environment within and beyond my institution that will be crucial to my career development. Finally, I would also like to express my sincere thanks to my mentor, Dr. Pamela Subaro, Dr. Wendy Load, Dr. Teresa To, and many others for their tremendous support, guidance, and encouragement. Thank you very much again for this award.
For those who may have joined late or who may not have heard our exciting announcement at the beginning, CAAIF has just been named one of the Veritas Foundation's top 500 fastest growing charities in Canada. CAAIF will be featured in an insert in January's Maclean's magazine, so stay tuned for more information. And thank you again to all our donors and sponsors who helped get us to that place. This year, CAAIF distributed $615,000, and as you can see from the presentations tonight, they have certainly gone to outstanding researchers and projects. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our partners in research, AstraZeneca, Asthma Canada, the Canadian Society of Allergy and Clinical Immunology, CIHR Institute for Circulatory and Respiratory Health, the Canadian Lung Association, Immunodeficiency Canada, Miravo Healthcare, Sanofi Canada, and Takeda Canada. I'm now delighted to introduce the recipients of the Graduate Students Awards. This is our third year partnering with Asthma Canada to present awards to graduate students in asthma, and this year we are grateful to our new partners, CIHR Institute for Circulatory and Respiratory Health, for allowing us to grow this important program and include both PhD and MSc students. Please join me in congratulating the 5 PhD awardees of the Canadian Graduate Student Awards in Asthma. Li-Ying Dai from the University of British Columbia, Harkiran Kuner from Western University, Fang Li from the University of British Columbia, Courtney Marshall from the University of Manitoba, and Christian Westone from McMaster University. And the 3 MSc awardees, Vincent Dandino from CHU St. Justine, Tony Go from the University of British Columbia, and Nadia Suraitan from McMaster University.
Hello, my name is Vincent, and this award allows me to integrate the world of machine learning to clinical research, focusing on asthma and propelling me for a career into personalized medicine, which I believe is the future of healthcare.
I am most excited about the findings of my project. The discovery of which viruses are associated with increased protection and increased risk has a potential to become the starting points for a lot of different projects in the future, especially those that aim to better our understanding of the pathogenesis behind the disease, as well as those that aim to develop novel therapies to cure or prevent asthma altogether.
What excites me most about my project is that this research has a potential to redefine asthma care, moving away from simply treating the sick to developing microbiome-based approaches to predict and prevent the development of early onset asthma.
A new aspect in my research is to understand how lung inflammation is different in females and males, and to study sex-specific approaches for controlling asthma. This is important because males and females do not respond equally to current therapies for asthma. Females typically have more severe and non-responsive asthma. Research such as mine can lead to sex-specific drug development.
My work aims to evaluate which patients with severe eosinophilic asthma will benefit most from biologic therapy. In this way, we are hoping to be able to use imaging to identify only those patients who will experience improved asthma control with the right intervention at the right time.
The protective tissue lining our airways, called the epithelium, is persistently damaged in asthma, which leads to inflammation. To restore its normal function, the epithelium must repair itself. My project will help people with asthma by shedding light on how this repair process is different in late onset asthma, which has different presentations and consequences to early onset asthma.
My current thesis work focuses on studying the lymphocyte-mediated pathology that connects severe asthma and EGPA. I believe that this project and funding will not only develop my interpersonal skill and teamwork, but will also teach me to manage my research work independently. And I also hope that my research will leverage my research experience and increase my depth of knowledge in asthma and airway research.
The Graduate Student Award gives me the opportunity to further my understanding of the roles of eosinophils, basophils, and their progenitor cells within the airways and skin of allergic patients. We are extremely thankful to everyone that supports these foundations and makes early career research grants possible. Thank you.
One of the highlights from our virtual gala last year, along with Kenny G, was the incredibly talented Voices Rock Medicine. Now, we weren't the only ones who thought that they were incredible. In fact, they were invited to perform on Canada's Got Talent. How great is that? Shout out to our member, Dr. Christine Song, who is actually featured in this song. And don't be afraid to sing along nice and loud to this next performance. Here we go. Voices Rock Medicine.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle neath your skin. Kept on the inside with no sunlight, sometimes the shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy, fallen for the fear and done some disappearing, bow down to the mighty. Don't run, stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of this cage where you've been. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big your brave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Innocence, your history of silence won't do you any good. Did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave.
And there you have it. That will do it for yet another year. Just a quick reminder, auction closes at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We've added an extra Dyson Supersonic hair dryer. Had to get that right in. Thank you to our sponsors. These are important things. And thank you to you for joining us. And from a mom with a child with life-threatening allergies, there are no words to say thank you to researchers and, of course, to CAAIF. It has been a pleasure to be your host tonight, along with Dr. Susan Wasserman. Please stay safe and be well. Cheers to a great evening. I'm Elvira Caria.